Oh, it's a misunderstanding, and it's given Biggins the chance to find Priest. Good early ball. Telfer, the player making the break. But oh, he's out of his goal. Marshall, they've got two in the middle. Grobbelaar has regained his position now. Marshall drives it. Biggins. Well, all sorts of reactions there. Biggins is just notifying how near that was. Very close. Shipperley. A bit ragged there. This is Heaney. Oh, it's a good run by Heaney. Near post, Shipperley! Southampton are in front, and Neil Shipperley, having missed a chance earlier, is so glad to make amends. It's his first goal for Southampton, the £1.2 million signing, but all the credit really to Heaney initially. Shipperley didn't get the greatest touch on it actually, but it went inside the near post. Where the Luton marking was on Shipperley, I'm not entirely sure. I don't think they are either. Look where he's got away there from Marvin Johnson. But a goal is a goal. Kick. Telfer to take it. Short to Waddock. And Luton have gone a bit just for the moment. Look at Letitia here. Oh, and Sommer. Well, that was a... Oh, Magilton! And Sommer blocked that. Good thing he didn't handle it. It would look that way. Here's Magilton. Nice run by Shipperley. Brilliant the way he curved his run. And he's through. And he's onside. And a good save by Sommer. Break on for Luton. If it's played right. Marshall. Leave it to Priest, they're saying. Oh, they did. Look at this. It's Oates. Look where Grobbelaar is. Oh! Scott Oates blocked by the keeper, who must have made 18 yards. Well, you always know with Grobbelaar, he'll take an early decision. Sometimes it seemed to be erratic, but there it was absolutely justified. And now Waddock. Oates is trying to make some width here. Biggins looking for Dixon. Priest. Oh, a chance here for Mitchell Thomas. He's better on his right foot than he is on his left. Telfer's there. Oh, and the header was by Johnson. Away by Letitia. Back by Waddock. They want that width. Priest again. Plenty in there for Luton. Johnson again. Three of them hold their heads in the middle. He was supposed to head that back across, I suppose. Anyway, a carefully worked free kick. Only half came off. Here's Heaney. And he's in here, Heaney. Letitia far post. Oh, stretching there, Mitchell Thomas. And a fall by Widdrington has let Oates break away for Luton. Three others with him. Scott Oates down the middle. Might go all the way. Dixon. In the second half, Southampton, he's found Charlton here. Now it's Neil Maddison. Shipperley's to his right, well placed. Oh, and Sommer again. Well, Southampton have had 3 chances to go. Well, I've lost count now of the number of chances in this second half. We have another one here. It's Dwight Marshall. And they're appealing for hands. Given! Penalty! The linesman on the near side must have given it. The referee looked across, and it's a penalty for handball. The linesman was the person in the best position to see. Was it hands? Was it inside the area? These are the questions that Southampton are contesting with referee Ashby. But what have we got here? A chance for Luton to equalise. And Telfer has put the ball on the spot. Number 7. Oh, Grobbelaar, great save! Mitchell Thomas can't get to it. Heroics here from the veteran goalkeeper, who saves Telfer's penalty. Southampton may feel some kind of justice was done, but the danger is not over. It's Priest to take. And Telfer again, his morale will be low now. Priest. Johnson. Kerry Dixon. Oh, might have... Oh, good header on by Biggins. Marshall. Marshall! Oh, the best chance of all. This is Magilton. Shipley, a lovely return. It's Magilton, and he's missed at the other end. Dixon with the flick on. Oakes. Oh, Marshall. Biggins in the middle. Still Marshall. Biggins! The 33-year-old on loan in his first game gets the equaliser. With 10 minutes to go, it's Wayne Biggins for Luton. And Marshall provides the pass that he's been threatening to provide all afternoon. He got that one absolutely spot on, the number 11. He's gone behind Jeff Kenner, he's laid it back perfectly. And Biggins on his travels down the years with many clubs. Let's look at the two managers there. What a good shot that is of the tension down on the bench. Shipley in there, still in there. Oh, here comes Hughes. Feels for hands. Linesman is asked by the referee. Story of that cup tie, as it kept the crowd on the edge of their seats, was not so much the 2 goals that were scored as the many that were missed. It was thriller-minute stuff in the second half, and in the midst of it all, Grobbelaar saved a penalty.
Last year we beat Newcastle and West Ham at the second attempt. So maybe if we can do a little bit better than today in terms of finishing. Sometimes when you have maybe less pressure away from home, you may finish a little bit more clinically. But we had lots of pressure today, but we just couldn't force it past that man. What's his name?
That man Le Tissier looked a mere mortal today in that match. He didn't contribute that much, not as much as we expect him to do in a cup tie like that.
No, he didn't have his best days today. I think he is wonderfully gifted footballer, but you can't do it every week.
Mm-hmm. You picked out one man there for special mention.
Yeah, I certainly have, and his name's Dwight Marshall, and there he is. He was outstanding today. He was on the right wing. Looks like another David Pleat bargain. He got him for 150,000 from Plymouth in the summer, and he gave Southampton a torrid time today down that right flank. You see him skip by there, bit of pace. Probably should have tried to chip the far post there, and Kerry Dixon doesn't look too pleased with that particular cross. But he was a threat all afternoon. And we'll see here the Southampton left-back will just come into the picture there, Bruce Grobbelaar. Not quite sure what he's doing out there. And a lovely pass. And he picks the ball up here, very positive, good run, and this time good ball in, and very unlucky not to score. Biggins at the near post. And then we go into the second half, and this is the goal. Inside the... shows terrific balance here, because he could easily have been knocked over. Assured pass back there to Biggins, who scores the goal. But you know, you could have picked 6, 7 pieces today. And here's the penalty, which he was also involved in. It was early cross this time, and I mean it's debatable whether it's inside or outside. But probably more of an issue is actually whether there was any intent, and I rather doubt it. So I think it was probably harsh and justifiably saved, brilliantly saved by their left back. And this was the penalty at the other end.
Or non-penalty.
The non-penalty, I should say. And if you really look closely, it looks like they might both have handballed it. But it was followed through. It definitely touched his arm there. It's actually frozen on his arm, it seems. I think the referee's probably right on that one as well.
Probably right. Possibly.
He was wrong on the first one, but right on the second one.
Justice was done in the end, though, wasn't it? It was a good
I think it was a great game. Luton played some terrific football.
Yeah.